warm down. Sorry all if I won't talk back, it's a cold day, it's a rainy day. How are you, Snowville? Not seen your specific around a while. Right specific in a while. That's good. Cold, cold, cold. It's only war when I make it my war. It's well for me. I do. Faster, faster, faster. Yes, it's me. Why do you even move out of breath? Even slight? Any route. Coil. Coil. There's always pretend to say that. Always care for yourself and others around you. Others around you and you. And then the disappointments will kick in. Out. Hope everyone's all good. When you try to do it at fighting, does it mean you do it on everyone? On all within you? trust. How do you gain it? Who wants all that sort of Why? What did I do? Ding, ding, ding. There's a pond. It all goes quiet. Then you have to review the mistakes that you make. Only you make. You can't put it on anyone. You must understand the mistakes that you do first. Hey, hey. Where did you get it? Where did you get it? Where did you get it? I wonder. Where did you get it? What did you conclude with? So you will not mention the rare. You will not mention the rare. Oh, yes. Hi. Koyo. One's not too tired. I finally outside. I have not put down that. She. It's the same mention of how influence can border on reference. Or copycats. I got that, you got that from that. and why you have not put that down. And why influences will go near that particular talk, that particular right. So you have to, like I mentioned, rewind it to you only know you. You never reviewed any screen work, any books, any read, anything. Just what was around you, that's all. That's what I gotta do. That's an influence, that's an influence, that's a reference, that's an influence, that's a reference. And you, my friend, at the end, were just a copycat. That's all you were. Well, that was better than me, though. When you joke, there's always a fence, understand? Any rate, yeah. That's why we always want corny, now, something to make ourselves giggle. A heart pump, will that create popular? Well, it gave myself the attention I need. Not once. He. Kuyo. The attention seeker world. Kai. To have done any work that meant attention seeker, attention seeker, attention seeker, full. So you will just have to admit it. You are an attention seeker, and you always were then. Ta-ta. Kai. Well, when there's no crowd or an audience, where would you get the attention seeker? Can you give the attention seek to you in person and only? I am my only fan. Or I'm not a fan of myself at all. I'm my only critic now. And what's the balance? Well, overconfidence is vanity. Underconfidence, then sanity. Well, you can act like the tilter. I don't think I'm meant to do that there. At all. There's one you're not in a position to do that. And one. But in conditions and rules, can you tutor you? Can you tutor yourself on own? Can you talk to any part of the cell inside you and tell myself I must learn, I can learn, I will learn from my own voice, my own tutor. You're not allowed the talk with the final conclude. Can you tutor you? Tutor you at all? What do we call it? Brain static. You will not allow the cells inside there that will tell you I will tutor myself there. Or you have, well, you can't deny that you have influence and you have scenes, screens and whatever acts you would write later influence. And it's the word itself, it's the right itself, what influence was and what it will border on copycats and what second. Number two means it's always an and an or situate with anyone, with all. And you in Muslim prayers won't even stun the work of the sheikh. I mean, what's wrong? But you are not. So at the point of number 2, the point of the and the all, it's one that you would just have to accept. Accept, accept, accept. Yes. But you are in the land where there are no sheikh laws allowed. Why would you do that? And why would you get paranoid? Number 2 and then no. What's wrong? What's the concern? Why? I want to grow like my dad. I want to become just a man with just one. But you are a Muslim, my friend, and the sheikh has 4. Okay. We need to consult the one that would not get paranoid. And before you talk, that's minimal. I need force. Need force. And then you do see I run. I dart very fast. It does look like a cartoon. Mimi. No, but are you to determine what was the Wile E. Coyote then? Would you determine what was not the reference to use at all, mate? Kai. So you have to picture, from a references point of review, all the screen work that you have seen from when you hear the word. Got the note of order. And then you may take yourself away from the slur or the reference for them copycats. And how a reference will turn into a slur and a slur will turn into the other. Coil. Well, I have made my rights in the word processor. They are in place. They will continue. Maybe included. What are the rules for impression tries? Copycats, my darling. Copycats, my pal. Copycats. So we can't do that. Now what are you going to use? You're going to use the lives around you then. Put that to the side, nothing on the screen. You know the reference is the influence, the copycats. Can you use the life around you? Well, I have liked that film. And I know one near. Then what will the laws indicate when you tried that, mate? They copycatted me. They copycatted you. There's a copycat present there. You have to concentrate on unique. New and unique. I'm sorry, I am in the truth of myself. There's always a hidden life that will help. They will not talk to you direct, but they are there to help. Behind the scenes, it's just not the voice in the cell that you can I. It's another. Who are they? Hidden angels, but my House will get done with that reference because of the real ancients and how then the descript will near blasphemous. So who was it? Well, I will then present the brain, but I cannot present it in physical, I will present it in a mental mode. I'll present it via virtual manner, because then I would have to understand that I have not tutored myself, but I was tutored from another. Present the brain. Well, obviously, it's a bit drastic. From the mental and from the virtual. Why would you have to go hard in? Well, you would have to understand the role of captain. The captain must, what must the captain do? The captain must go in hard. I see the references used. Why must it go in hard? Because then one will get the point. And some conclude, maybe, in some conclude in a land far, far away. In a story where we will not hear. And the point? You may not have presented yourself, but there's always one that will help you soon. And why would they do that? Well, you can't talk that I would do that. Unless you have some kind of quality. Unless you have some kind of quality to give back. I wonder what qualities I can go through. I wonder what I can give back in terms of help. We can only refer it to conclude on. Why? We live in the world of reality. If one has not reviewed it direct, then what can one do then? We have not seen these behind the scenes heroes to you that have helped aside of what we have seen. And then you would get done any route because you have what do they call it? You have traited. You have traited then, or you have learnt. Koyo. Koyo. And that means never underestimate anyone. Would you even never underestimate anyone? They may look like they are not the life to help, but they may have the skill of a wizard. They may have the skill of a magician. It's the maths tutor. No, it's the French tutor. It's the French tutor. Well, I would have to say thank you, but then I would not sound like I mean it there on the spot. So I would have to say merci beaucoup, honor, grazie, full. For what, one will ask? Okay. And we'll find the circle that we'll always want to find out who. What then? With the who will turn into a device that they were saying. I picture you now to turn into the phone. I picture you now to turn into the car. It's the purpose of possessions, articles around. Why? Well, a man won't loyal to their missus if they do not picture the second or the other's around in this situation. Or if they would not picture, or if it's the other way around, if they would not picture the article of the possession here. And what's to conclude? I don't shoot to myself. Who then? It may be even someone near. Mom? And how does that work? There's always relation. I would relate to you. You are a certain life, a certain person. So in the words of Mr. T, treat the house right. Treat the mother right. Why would I want to not use the reference mother there? Because you will turn into Mr. Bates. It will concern the sight. Treat the mother right. Nah. We can't deny that. Mr. Coin's guide seems reason with good. Not to persuade all, but later in life. Treat the mother. Treat them. Treat the mother right. Hey, mother. Copyright. Copyright. We return back to it. You have to, you understand it. It's not just references. Why would I stress that? Because I won't want to get done. So very important laws to go over. In order to just continue what one does. How would you know? I recall a talk from the past. Where would one get that from? Pretend you talk. Pretend. What's the relation? How hard house works. How hard your mommy worked. How hard dad worked. Granddad, all. And why does that become a relation? It becomes a relation because then one would relate elsewhere. How hard my friend's friend worked. But when you've not met them in real, then how does that work? The true hero would always want to hide. So I would put myself under, I'm not a hero. And if I want it's a hero, then it's false. So you're ready to accept. What kind of villain? How do you villain? Turn mean, right mean, become mean. But how would you know? How did they know? It's when you go for the real, then it wasn't. It's all virtual. It's all part of fantasy, part of dreams. Why? Because then it's under hinder. Then you can't do anything. You sound like you know. I have not got the CV. I'm just trying to go into it. Think two. Think four. Mistakes on the road, yes. How lots of mistakes have you made? I'll go over it later. How would you know that? Because there's always a point to make versus only point that you would make. Another point maker. Breaker. What do you mean with that? Someone may give the hidden questions for one to react. They didn't like any taught help to you. They must prevent it. Hand on all. Two. Some will always like the concept of I was the darling, I was the stud, I was the hero, I was the handsome one, whatever they were. You can't alter that. Even when they are in their own worlds. One won't want reserve. But it's all really, that's all relation talk. That's always the talk to. How would I know that? We'll put it on the internet. The internet gave reasons, the internet gave answers. So you have to rewind the days and think, I would go to the theatre and hand a CV in. There's nothing there. Let's see what I can do then. Hey. On. Hey. Just like my mum. Are you sure they didn't run away when it was the past? Kai, I got a better mummy, man. Treat mother right. Kai. That one didn't like the cook. Chiller. My ideas. You know, when we were told, to talk ill of the dead from the, well, obviously, well, that one's not done any incorrect in my eyes, but they have put too much chili in one cook in the past. But we're not to talk ill of the dead from the point of view of a concern of soul redemption. It's one for the debating society. We will always tell ourselves not to talk ill in that manner. But if we are to consider, if we were in a prayers or in a think or a belief, then would soul redemption work out right if we were to talk ill, because then we have got any grievances or any minuses out. Why? Because we go in memories, and me pal just had more chili in the curry one day, and they reminded themselves of how that was then. Memories and memories, they always remember ourselves, yes. And what would we do? And we're gonna go and find another one. We'll see you later. We have given away talk maybe we shouldn't have. If only we could go back, eh? But then we live in the present and the future. We can only alter the future.